All right, we're live on both, so we just gotta wait for the folks to hop on here. But good Tuesday afternoon to you. Yeah, it's Tuesday. What up, Rashad? You're the first one today. You was not playing no games today. It'll be interesting, Rashad. What up, Chev? Rashad, where?
I'm headed out to Phoenix right now.
Phoenix for what?
Nah, I got some work to do down there.
Okay, we got a special guest that's getting ready to pop on real quick. Um, are
Oh,
you familiar with Smith and Wesson, the hip hop group?
no, I can't say that I've heard.
Okay, so they're coming to Atlanta and they're ready to hop on to promote the show. Are they ready? I got you open ENT.
Yeah, I just hit check now and let him know that
Okay,
he was on somewhere in for to log in or
Okay,
whatever.
yeah. So we gotta get.
Rashad, you in
Wait,
A?
you're not gonna be able to
sounds
stay on
good.
for too long. What up, Mr.
No, I'm
L?
actually about to
L.
get ready to head off. So I was just saying
Okay.
what's up since I saw you pop up.
Thank you, Rashad. Appreciate you. Safe
Okay,
flight, sir. And we'll talk
appreciate
to
it.
you
We'll see you
soon.
later.
All right. All right. Bye-bye. All right, got you open ENT. We're gonna wait for them, but Twitch, what up?
Yeah,
YouTube,
we
this
can talk
free
about
podcast. I
right,
just
right.
want you guys to know that. Welcome IG family. All right. Well, while we're waiting for our special guest, let's get
Request through
into.
me or he got a request through you?
He would have to request through me.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
he's
I am
ready.
D Parker.
Yep. Uh-oh. Got you open ENT. What happened? Okay, this is him. Hey, Degree. Is this Degree Restaurant Lounge? Got you.
I'm back.
Hey, hey. Was that him? Got you open ENT Degree?
Nah, it would say tech. That's Smith the real tech. That's Smith and
Okay,
Wesson.
sorry, Degree. We gotta go. I don't know who that is.
All right, let me tell him
What's
to
up,
request through you. Let
Brandon?
me tell him to request through you.
Yeah, he has to request it through me.
Okay, hold on.
So,
Let me tell him to request.
so for the first half of this discussions with Dee Dee Parker, we got a special guest joining the show, Legends. So, one of the legends. So we're waiting for them to come on. So once they come on, then we'll get them. But we do got another topic today. Rashad won't be joining the show because he just popped on and he's on a flight, so safe travels to him. But it's another kid one. What up, baby Barack? It's another kid one. I know we've been heavy on the kids lately, but it's a lot that's been going on with them. So while we wait for this special guest to pop on that I got for you guys, um,
Hold on,
let's
before you
get
get started, can we say rest in
okay.
peace to D'Angelo?
Thank you. Before we get this show started, thank you. Thank you very
Yes,
much.
rest in peace to
Rest and
D'Angelo.
peace to the king, the legend. Oh my goodness.
Yes, yes, yes. So
Had
sad.
me R&B in a chokehold. Okay.
Man. And I was just looking like he was supposed to be coming back with like a whole new joint, like another
And,
joint.
and what is sad about it is him and Angie Stone share a son together. Angie Stone
Right,
just
right,
passed away a few months ago.
right, right.
Now, I didn't even know that he had pancreatic cancer.
I didn't
But
know neither.
fellas, okay, your health is your wealth. You may
Yeah,
not
man.
like going to the doctor. Go get yourself checked out. It is very
Yeah.
imperative. It is very important, okay, that you go get yourself checked out. I'm not sure what stage he was in, but I'm sure, again,
And we was about the same age, so he was young.
yeah, yeah. So rest in peace to D'Angelo.
Yeah,
Yes.
man. And
Thank you.
condolences to his family
Yes.
and
Not
all
start
his
the
loved ones,
show off
yo.
without saying rest in peace to the legend, D'Angelo, So,
But
and
when we
Angie.
can get, yeah, we can get, yeah, and Angie, but we can get a start as we waiting for
Okay. Okay, let's do this. Again, I know we've been very focused, kid focused, but it's been a lot going on with these kids. But I need to know if this teacher is wrong because she's facing some backlash after she decided to press charges on a 3-year-old. Yes, Mama, rest in peace. So here's the story. I don't know if you guys saw this story with this lady in the news, but they call her Teacher Babe, catches backlash after she reveals she filed charges against a third grade student who stole her Hello Kitty doll. The
I
doll is
seen it.
worth $300, and she never got it back. So is she wrong
I
for
thought it
filing
said it
these
was
charges?
worth $3,000. It was only
300.
$300.
Yeah, 300.
Come on, man.
$300. Where her doll
Come
at
on,
though?
man. Come on, yo.
Where her doll at though? Got you over here and see what it ah?
Come on, man. I mean,
Or give me the doll. What we doing?
yeah. Give me the dog. How old was the kid again? I know they was young.
Third grade.
Third grade.
Third grader.
Yeah, that third grader probably like family probably don't have money. I mean, so many different circumstances. You understand what I'm saying? You're in the third grade.
Yeah,
And,
but you should
and I
have
remember
to
seeing
steal.
the video. I remember seeing, no, you shouldn't steal. I remember seeing the video. And she was saying, like, yo, I'm the coolest person, whatever. Why would you steal from me? First of all, you got Hello Kitties in the third grade. Like, that's so tempting for them little kids.
I know. Isn't that
Especially nowadays.
little
That's
girls?
super tempting. So why would you do that? You set yourself up for failure on that one.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, what are we? I
Oh, like,
mean,
yo, your kid stole this from me. Like, yo, I need that back, or I need you to run them coins.
I
Not the
mean,
kid.
no, the parents. The parents gonna have to
Right,
run
you
the
see the
coin.
parent. Right, that's what I'm saying. You don't press charges on the kid, man.
No,
Yo, you go.
no, but these little children, you gotta learn. You can't be taking stuff from folks. They should be teaching their child not to steal. Mama said, "How do you press charges? Is that even allowed? I guess wherever she's at, it's allowed.
Yeah, that's great. Wait, what state she
But
in?
somebody said y'all still on here can't get the story straight. The toy was given to her by a third grade student several years ago. She currently teaches 12th grade seniors. One of the seniors took it.
Oh, one of the
Um,
seniors took it. Now
she
that's
has every
different.
right to file a lawsuit. Doesn't matter if it's a toy. Don't take things that don't belong to you.
Yeah, facts.
Today it's a
And as
toy.
a
Tomorrow
senior,
it's a phone, laptop, purse, card. I agree with her.
yeah, I agree. I mean, as a senior, yes, I definitely agree. As
Yeah,
a third
I agree.
grade, yeah, but yeah, no, as a
I don't
senior,
care what grade they.
you definitely know better.
Lock their little bed. Lock their little businesses up. If you don't want to teach your child, okay, not to steal from folks, then yeah, they got to suffer the consequences, unfortunately. Because, like she said, today a toy, tomorrow a phone, and then what? Baby Rock said she did the right thing. Has to be accountability for their actions, baby. Yes.
Yeah,
What's wrong with these
yeah.
children right now? There's no accountability for their actions, which is why probably some of them act the way that they act. So I'm not mad at this teacher. Not mad at this teacher at all. So you don't think she deserves this backlash that you openly
Nah,
believe?
nah, 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 nah. For I thought it was the third grader, no, but the
I
senior,
mean,
yes.
somebody in the comment sections is saying, I don't know, the validity if
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah. I mean, so I say this: if it's a senior, definitely. You know better, and you probably work in or whatever. You got your own money. Like, come on now, you ain't no better. Third grader, that's a little too tempting. Still, you understand what I'm saying?
no, but
So,
you should your child not to steal.
oh yeah,
No.
yeah, indeed, indeed. I mean, we could do that all day long, but again, when that child is away from that parent, you understand what I'm saying? That child is still going to be able to. That child is going to do what it's going to do. You dig what I'm saying? Especially if there's, I wouldn't say fear, but if there's no type of respect for that parent, then it's definitely gonna be whatever. You feel what I'm saying?
I have never, as
Like
a
my
kid,
children knew better.
that I
My
can
children
remember.
knew better.
I was gonna say I have never,
Yeah.
as a child, wanted to steal from somebody.
And my children knew, yo, I'll come up to the school.
Right.
That's like
Uh,
quick sack.
Mama said, "Why does she have something that valuable just
I
open to
said
be
that
sold?"
too.
I don't think it was open. If you're familiar with those like pop up things
Pop up
that people
dolls, yeah, that's in the box.
that people collect. Hey, Mr. Clifford.
Yeah.
It was one of those Hello Kitty pop-up dolls.
But them things are worth money though. Like,
Yeah, it was $300.
no. That's how much it probably costs. But like, if you go to like Save them and you go to like them, what is it, Comic Con stuff and all that, those joints is
Hmm.
worth like a couple of grand.
See, that's why she pressed charges. I'm not mad about it.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
not mad at
Miss
it.
Clifford,
But why
if
would you
you,
put it? Why would you have it in school unattended though? That's my thing.
yeah, well, maybe she thought her stuff was safe. Um, Mr. Clifford, if you're still on here, we're talking about a teacher facing backlash for filing charges against. Well, there's two coins to this story. For pressing charges against a third grade student who stole her Hello Kitty doll that was worth $300. So is she wrong for it? But then somebody else posted in the comment section that this isn't the correct story, that the toy was given to her by a third grade student several years ago. She currently teaches 12th grade seniors, and one of the seniors took it. And the person says she has every right to press charges and file a lawsuit. And I'm with if it's a senior, I think she should definitely file a lawsuit. Um, but where's her toy at? And she never got the toy back, by the way. She never got the toy back, by the way. Oh, got you opening to you spinning. Um, so is she wrong for filing charges? Is she wrong for filing charges? I know it kind of changes the narrative somewhat, but is she wrong for filing these charges? Or whatever I say, you should teach your kids not to, like this person said in the comments. You should teach your kids not to take things that don't belong to them. You should do that. Mr. Awesome on Twitch said, "Trust me, those items at Comic Con are so expensive. I will sue too because I pay a lot for it. You want your money. And you're entitled to your money." Okay, I got you over. You're spinning, so you can I'm gonna let you off and then you can hop back on. Yeah, I would $300, and then if you, I don't know what the math is on those, and that's a Hello Kitty. Do you know how popular Hello Kitty is amongst the youngsters, especially the young little girls? They love Hello Kitty. Mr. Clipper said, "I don't think she's wrong for filing charges, but it's petty." Why is it petty? You should teach your kids not to steal. You should teach your kids not to touch things that don't belong to them. I got what got you opening your tea was saying, but as a kid, I never wanted to take people's things. I'm trying to think if I take no, because if I took my brother's stuff, he would go tell my mama because he was all a little snitch, but I love him anyway. But yeah. So whoever these parents are, you should teach your child not to touch things that don't belong to them. And where is the doll? You know what I'm saying? She's out of a doll, out of $300 or more. Yeah. Now somebody gonna run them coins. Um, Baby Barack said, "Don't matter if he's in kindergarten or a senior, he's got to be held accountable. If he gets a pass now, it will create a bigger problem later." I agree. I agree with you and what this person who made this comment said, because it's a toy today, then tomorrow what else? A phone, a laptop, a purse. Yeah, you got to nip that in the bud. It's not right. You know what I'm saying? Because some of y'all believe in that gentle parenting thing. Don't do that. Go sit in the corner. The gentle parenting stuff. It doesn't. I listen. Not judging nobody on how they. I got my butt whooped if I did something. I turned out just fine. So little whoopings ain't never hurt nobody. I don't promote abuse, but what I am saying is little whoopings ain't never hurt nobody. So, yeah. And especially they ain't even giving it back though. Where is the dog? Because, but I got another question. How does she know it's the person though? See, I need more details to this story. How does she know it's the kid? Did she have a camera in the room? Like, how does she know, you know, for a fact that it's that kid that stole it? That would be my only question. You know what I'm saying? Where's the receipts to prove that, you know, if it was my child stole it? But baby, my child did that. Hmm. Mr. Clifford said, I think he should be punished, but not a lawsuit. Y'all so sensitive on these kids. Y'all is so sensitive on these kids, and that's why these babies and then be like, oh, they out of control. Got you open. ENT said she did say she had an idea who did it. Right, but how does she have concrete evidence on who did it? Baby Barack said, teacher babe, too damn fine to be teaching high school boys. That's the real crime here. Oh, you seen what she looked like? Baby Barack, what up, Tara? We are talking about, for many folks that just hopped on here. Teacher faces backlash for filing charges against a third grade student who stole her Hello Kitty doll. The question is she wrong for filing these charges? Okay, you sent the request. I got a couple. Okay, I got you. Um, is she wrong for filing these charges? But the plot thickens because there's another side to this story. Um, So from somebody in the comments, they're saying that this story isn't right. They're still getting the story wrong. They said the toy was given to her by a third grade student several years ago. She currently teaches 12th grade seniors. One of the seniors took it. She has every right to file a lawsuit. Doesn't matter if it's a toy. Don't take things that don't belong to you. Today a toy, tomorrow it's a phone, laptop, purse, etc. So, I mean,
I
gotta
mean,
respect it.
as far as like suing a third grader, like that's if it was my child, I'd rather you call me and I trust and believe you get that toy back and my child would never touch another thing of yours again. You understand what I'm saying? A high school senior, like call me too, but then at that point, like I tell my son now, yo, dude, whatever you do, you gotta eat that. So
But
whatever
how
the
are you going to
consequences
guarantee
come
the
outside of
child's
that.
not ill anymore, though? How are you going to guarantee that?
I mean, at that age, as a senior in high school, you should know better than stealing. You dig what I'm saying? And if you do, or you don't, or you continue to steal because this is what you choose to do, then again, this is your choice that you choose to do. So whatever the backlash is that come from that, you have to eat that because I
I,
raised you better than that.
as a third grader, you should know better than
I mean, yeah, as a third grader, yes, indeed, as a third grader, you should as well. However, we still talking about a toy and a third grader. You know what I'm saying? Granted, yes, you know what I'm saying? Shit happens. Again, if it happened, you in the third grade, holla at me. You get that toy back, and trust and believe my child will not touch another damn toy of yours ever. Again, you know what I'm saying? Because they still learning that third grade. Even though we might teach them, curiosity sets in, always.
yeah, but she still didn't get the toy.
Again, we talking about a high school. If it's a high school senior, then yeah, you still ain't get it back. And you gave the opportunities for them to give it back, and they still ain't get it back. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, we going to court for that. Whatever happens after that, that's on you, because you old enough and have the mental capacity to fully know and have an understanding of what it is that you're doing.
I'm pressing. I'm sorry. Again, you should teach your kid not to touch things that don't belong to them. Mr. Awesome on Twitch said, Didi, what is the most expensive toy you spent money on? Not a toy, a bag. A purse. It was never a toy. Now, if you
I
want to
think
consider a purse a toy, I spent a couple of stacks on a purse.
I think I spent 1,500 on a
On what?
life size Optimus Prime.
You still have this?
No,
That's
no.
probably a collector's.
It was.
I,
I didn't realize it then though. You know what I mean? And then my little cousins got to it, and then I spent 1,200 on a gas powered car that I blew up literally in 3 days.
oh God, sheesh, that was a waste of money.
Yeah, and shit happens. But yeah,
Um,
those are about the two most
yeah,
expensive toys I ever paid for.
I don't. That would probably be my question for my mama. What's the most expensive thing she spent on me for, as a? I don't know. I just yeah, I didn't spend money on. I was into clothes and shoes and stuff like that. Mr. Austin said, "Wow, Tara said definitely should not be pressing charges on the third grader. Baby, if you stealing, you going to jail.
Well, I guess he must have got caught up, man, because we was talking all morning. So,
No, you're fine.
I would just want to say this real quick because I gotta hop off too.
Okay.
Um, if you're in the A, November 2nd is going down.
Boop, 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 boop.
City Winery, the 30-year anniversary City Winery tour of the signing. Smith and Wesson is definitely going to be in the building. Tickets aren't even all that expensive. Everybody come through, show support. It's going to be a crazy, crazy show. And then before the show, Dee Dee, you got something special popping.
Yes, we're gonna do it
You
next.
know what I'm saying? So we got the exclusive popping off. So, but yo, check that out. What's that, on the 24th of October, right?
Yeah,
At what
absolutely.
time?
11 o'clock.
But you're gonna pre-record and then
Yes.
upload it?
I upload it. Yep.
Okay, okay. So yo, we're gonna make it happen, man. Come see me there. There's gonna be plenty of merch. Plenty, I mean, yo, they doing all their classics and the new joints. Yo, it's gonna be crazy, yo. Baby Rock, I know I'm gonna see you in the building, son. I know I'm gonna see
Yeah.
you. I know I'm gonna see you in the building too, Diddy. What up?
Yeah.
All right, facts. We definitely gonna be there. So your first glasses on me.
Thanks. Appreciate you.
Always. All right, but I'm out, yo.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Y'all be easy. Peace. Nah, thank
All
you. Peace.
right, y'all. Sorry about that. We were supposed to have a special guest, but so we're back on topic. So, is this teacher wrong for suing a third grader? Is this teacher wrong? Not suing. I'm sorry. What is she doing? Pressing charges against a third grader. I'll tell him, baby Rock. He hopped off to get you the details. So is this teacher wrong for suing? Not suing. Why do I keep saying suing? Pressing charges against this third grader because she is now facing backlash after filing charges after the third grader allegedly stole her Hello Kitty. But again, like I said, there's two sides to this story right here because the other side of the story is somebody in the comments said this isn't even right that a 12th grader stole her Hello Kitty and she filed a lawsuit against the 12th grader. So I say, I don't care who it is. I'm like, baby Rock. I don't care if you in third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth grade. You touch my stuff. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? Or you gonna give me my stuff back. It would have been nice for her to get her Hello Kitty stuff back. $300 is a lot of money to lose for a collectible. You know what I'm saying? So that is probably gonna be worth even more money, which is probably why she will probably never see that Hello Kitty again. Them pop, them pop things are you collect them depending on the ones that you collect. Those things is worth some bread, some coins. Okay. If you're a collectible of them, I think we have a couple in the house. That boyfriend has. So, but that's as far as my collection goes because I'm not into that. That's why I couldn't answer that question, Mr. Awesome, because I was into clothes. I'm a New York girl. We was into fashion and looking fly back in the day. Um, but yeah, is this teacher wrong? Tara says she definitely should not be pressing charges on a third grader. And again, I say you should teach your kids not to touch things that do not belong to them at all. You know what I'm saying? So things going on with these children. And then it's crazy because I wonder, what my normal folks would say, who hop on here every day. Like, oh, the parents should, because there's always, should now the parents be the ones that face charges, since it's a third grader. Third grader, I'm not sure what city or state that they're in, but I'm not sure, how far she'll get with pressing charges on a third grader for real, for real. But should these parents be held liable for their child's action? Because the child did steal it, so should it be on the parents? Should she be pressing charges against the parents? Pressing charges against everybody. What did Denzel say? I'm putting cases on all you. Okay, my training day moment. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just saying, you know. Mm-hmm. I don't know. These kids are out of control, stealing. At that age, third grade, I was definitely not thinking about taking stuff from other folks. Like, where are these kids getting it from? And let's not say the video. Do they steal in video games? See, we had nice, wholesome video games. Okay, back in the day. Okay, like Super Mario Karts. And Sonic the Hedgehog. I used to love that game too. You know, nice, wholesome games, not these games that be killing and assaulting people. But yeah, but where would they get that from? My my folks who get on here would probably say they're learning it from somewhere. They might be learning it from the parents. I'm not here to say that because I can confirm nor deny where they're getting it from. All I know is something was stolen, and it was not given back. Mama said you can only take the parents to court, can't charge them. So I would file a lawsuit against them then. I think, and I gotta agree with Hefe on this one here. I think though more parents do need to be held accountable. It's your child, and I know, Mama, you're gonna say, well, it's not always the parents' fault. I know that, but you gotta keep these kids in line. Problem is when they stop this gentle parenting, when they say gentle parenting, and they stop letting y'all discipline your kids. Anyway, Mr. Awesome, Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. Oh, yes, I did like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. I like those two too. Oh, and what was the other one that I played? What Pac-Man. Nice wholesome games. What happened to that? Things like that. Pac-Man. But yeah, it's just a different generation. Baby Barack said, I'm sure any litigation will be levied against the parents. A third grader can't stand trial or pay punitive. Right. So, I mean, realistically, the child can't be. But hopefully this teaches a child a good lesson that you can't steal from folks because this is the end result of stealing. So whoever the child is, hopefully, again, it teaches them a good lesson. But again, I have to question, how does she know, without a shadow of a doubt, who stole what? How do you know? You know what I'm saying? How do you know who stole what? So, because if you came to me as a parent, and again, I will never probably be one of those parents if I ever had kids, like thinking my child just is an angel and has a halo. But then again, I might. It's my child. Um, but no. But I would want to see receipts. I'm a receipt person. Anytime somebody comes and presents me with something, baby, I want to see the receipts. And vice versa, because I'm going to show you the receipts. I'm going to show you everything that you said to me. Here's evidence. Here's the receipts. Hey, babe. Here's the receipts. So, ooh, excuse me. That's just me. I'm a receipt girl. So, hey, OC baby. All right, we're gonna run it back. I got some new folks on here. We've been talking about a teacher is facing backlash for filing charges against a third grader who stole her Hello Kitty doll. Is she wrong? I don't think she is. But there's more to the story because somebody's saying in the comments that the story isn't 100% accurate. That the Hello Kitty doll was given to her by a third grader, and that a 12th grader senior took her Hello Kitty doll, and she has now since filed a lawsuit. So, and I think she should. Um, Again, I don't feel like she's wrong because again, you should not touch things that don't belong to you. Period, regardless of your age. Again, when I was in third grade, I don't I don't remember me stealing. I don't. Even if I attempted to Babe said it's crazy. Even if I attempted to play with my brother's cars, he was not going for that. He would tell on me. So yeah, stealing has never just been, you know, never had to let me steal this because I want it. So I don't know. What's crazy about it though, babe? Why do you feel like it's crazy? I feel like she's doing, she got to, this child, again, hopefully with everything going on, has learned a very valuable lesson. You can't steal. Because what Ezel said, if you steal, you, okay then, from Friday. My little Friday, had to throw that in there real quick. But yeah, again, Babe said the children can't go to jail. LOL. I know, but it's teaching them a lesson. Don't steal from folks. You can't steal folks back, and they still didn't give her her Hello Kitty back. Where is the doll? I've been saying this for the whole chat. Where's the doll? She's nobody. Where's the doll? Babe said, I guess the parents just responsible. Well, they haven't given the doll back, and I don't even know if they've given her $300 to cover her Hello Kitty. She has one of those things that you collect, babe. Those little pop things that you collect. So and then it depends on, and it's a Hello Kitty. So Hello Kitty is very popular. So I can imagine if whoever has that doll, if they put that up on eBay, Amazon, and the holidays is just around the corner too. Oh baby, they hit a lick. Hello Kitty. Babe said maybe parents should have to pay. Absolutely. Somebody need to cough up some money. And I'm assuming since she put it out here that these people are not trying to pay. But again, if I was the parent too, though, how do you know my child stole your Hello Kitty doll? Where's the proof? Where's the evidence? I was reading this and I didn't see anything where it says, well, she knows because yada, yada, yada. It just says, she's catching backlash because she's now suing this third grader, alleged third grader, maybe 12th grader. Right. I don't know any other details. She did not give all of the details on how it was stolen. They left the box though. So they took the hello because she has a picture and in the picture the box is empty. So they took whoever did it took the Hello Kitty out of the box and left the box. I just left her with the box. Trifling. Woo. Babe said, so no one's seen a child carrying a big ass Hello Kitty around elementary school. It looked like, I wish I could show you guys the picture of what this thing looks like. Maybe I can. Hold on, let me go here. So y'all can see exactly. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? You can see her. That's what the hello. I'm sorry, Twitch, y'all not gonna be able to see. But that's what the Hello Kitty. That's what it came in. That's what it looked like. It probably was one of those little small pop things. Because I don't think they're that big, the pop things. So it probably was a little small pop one. So they might have stuck it in their backpack. Mr. Austin on Twitch said, true story. I remember back in elementary school, we used to steal cookies and milk and sneak in our pot. Okay, so you stole cookies and milk. You stole food. Did you steal from other kids though, Mr. Awesome? Baby Barack said, hold on. What did he say? Y'all still glossing over the real crime. Subjecting teen boys to the torture of seeing all the finesse and having to concentrate on the lessons. Just saying. No, baby, I'm with you, Baby Rock. Because again, you shouldn't be taking things that don't belong to you. I believe that's what I was taught growing up. You don't touch things that don't belong to you. You don't. Mama said, is that her forehead? Oh Lord. Mama, you focused on the wrong thing, Mama. Yeah. Leave it to Mama. You focused on the wrong thing, Mama. You were supposed to be focusing on the Kitty doll. Yeah, babe. I'm crazy. Focus, Mama. Focus. You zoomed in on the forehead. And I'm done. I didn't even notice the forehead. Now I got to go back and look because she mentioned the forehead. And I'm sorry, Twitch, y'all can't see it. But oh my goodness, Mama. I'm just shaking my head. I'm shaking my head. She said, oh my goodness. Anyway, but is she wrong though? I'm waiting for y'all to say, is she wrong? Or is she right? Baby Barack said, Mama, you looking at the wrong bump. Oh God. Babe said, you will never find a four. You'll never find boom 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 boom. Oh, y'all are clowning. Okay, I should have never showed the picture. They are over here clowning. I'm done. Y'all crack me up. Anyway, is she wrong though? I say she's not wrong. I'm standing on business with this. I say she's not wrong. I say some lessons are hard lessons to learn. Sometimes you got to learn the lesson. You got to learn the lesson. For my new folks, we're talking about a teacher that's facing some backlash for filing charges against a third grade student who stole her $300 Hello Kitty doll. Is she wrong? Or whatever. And mama got into her forehead. Coming up, bringing it on back, mama. No forehead. But I don't think she's wrong. Again, this is an interactive chat. Discussions with Dee Parker. Welcome, YouTube, Twitch, IG, every day at 2. But is she wrong? I had some people that said she was definitely wrong for filing charges against a third grader. And then I got some folks on here like myself who said no. You know what I'm saying? Because and I know Got You Opening a Tea earlier said that if that was his child, he would make sure she got the doll back or paid for the doll. And then he said that he would make sure that his child will never steal again. But how can you ensure that your child will never steal again? And then two, what are you doing to make sure that your child isn't going to steal again? You know what I'm saying? Mama said, baby Rallo, she got a crystal ball up there. Rub it to get a pic. I'm not messing with you. Mama over here clowning today. Babe said, I need my money. You would want your money back? You would want the money back? I would want my doll back because that doll, I'm telling you, $300 a day could be worth $6,000 in the next couple of few years. Hello Kitty is like, it's a collector. I can't say that word. A collectible. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a collectible. It's one of those. It's like almost having like a Superman action figure or a GI Joe action figure right now, or probably a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle like in one of those pop things. Though, is what I'm saying. So, I would want the doll back because at the end of the day, she is gonna probably lose out on some money, like because that dollar's probably gonna be worth a lot of coins in the near future, which is probably why she's so pressed on getting this doll back because she already know what it is. And then I think Mr. Austin said or somebody said on here, when you take those things to Comic-Con, you can sell them for 3 times, 4 times, 5 times the price. So, interesting. Y'all quiet. We're not talking about her forehead no more, mama, okay? But like I was saying, I don't know. This is a tricky situation. And if Fefe was on here, he would say, charge the parents. She could file a lawsuit against the parents, and I'm sure that she'll probably win. But again, how do you know? Do you have receipts that that person or that child stole that Hello Kitty doll? Mama said it's a damn doll. Should have left something. You shouldn't. Mama said it's a damn doll. Should have left something that valuable at home, or you should have locked it up. Mama, why she gotta lock it up? Maybe that was her classroom, and it looks like from the picture, like her whole room is decorated in Hello Kitty. So that's not fair to her, mama. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she didn't think her stuff was gonna get stolen. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she didn't think somebody would be that bold enough. I guarantee you it was probably a little 3rd grade girl. If it was a 3rd grader or it was a senior girl that stole it or whatever. Cause I don't see a senior stealing it, but they're into the Hello Kitty things too. These older kids, cause I see it. But a 3rd grader I could definitely see. But that 3rd grader was smart. They had to, right, mama. They don't run the cameras back. Mr. Austin said, just don't take my Captain America shield and my Captain Kirk action figure, but you can have the Ghostbusters Eco Card toy. How much are your action figures worth, Mr. Awesome, if you don't mind me asking? I'm trying to tell you, that's why this lady is so pressed about that doll, mama. She pressed about that doll for a reason. That doll is going to be worth some bread. But, yeah, Mr. Awesome, I'm curious to know if you could give me a guesstimate. How much would those action figures be worth about? Mr. Awesome, he go Comic Cons, and yeah, so I know and I'm sure he got a retail price on them. That's why it's good to keep. I don't care what nobody say. It's good to keep your old stuff. All this stuff gets recycled back, child. It is good to keep your old stuff. But these pop up things, they the wave. The little pop up things. If you can collect them, and if like I said, if you can get a good one, yeah, they're gonna be worth some bread. In the future. And like I said, we got a couple. I think I got one from. I went to a Braves game. I think I got a Braves bobblehead one too. All right, Mr. Austin said the Captain Kirk action figure is $90. Okay, I don't even know how much you paid for it, but $90, that's not bad. Um, and then how much is your Captain America one? Just curious. How much is that one? Inquiry minds want to know. Because I'm telling you, and then it's $90 today. Them prices I'm sure is gonna go up. Them prices way too high to keep. It's funny. Joey Cakes ain't on here today. Bill ain't on here today. What happened was they Bills lost last night. The Falcons done put a whooping on them. They silent today, all my Bills fans. No disrespect intended though. No, I'm just joking. Because my Giants, baby, we hit. But a great win by the Falcons. But yeah, that's about it. Y'all got anything else? This is a short one today. Final thoughts? We can wrap this one up because I mean we got differences of opinions, but y'all really not, you know. Y'all like, we could go for another 10 minutes. Because I got on here around 2. So to make it a good hour, we'll do another 10 more minutes. But what are your final thoughts? And we'll lead out on that right there. Oh, okay. Captain America's shield is $139 at GameStop. That's a lot of money for an action figure. Jesus mercy. Mama said, final thoughts. Good luck finding the doll. You are so messy, Mommy. Final thoughts. Good luck finding the doll. She's not getting that doll back. I already said she's not getting that doll back. She's not getting that doll back. That is a did dap on that doll. Hello Kitty too? I even like Hello Kitty, some Hello Kitty stuff. So I already know. If I was that kid, I would. And she paid $300 for it, baby. Bye. So, all right. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna get a. Oh no, I will be on here tomorrow because tomorrow I don't have a meeting at work. I'm actually kind of happy about. But that's another story for another day. I really want to go on a tangent, but I ain't even gonna do it today. Cause I be having like, the thoughts, the energy that I be getting. I'm not gonna speak on it. Won't even put it in the atmosphere. Baby Rock said final thoughts. Thou shalt not steal, and I wish I was a student in her. Right. Mr. Austin said autographs from celebrities are so expensive as well at Comic Con. I believe it. I believe it. That's why that lady pressed about that damn doll. Because that doll is going to be worth some. She already paid $300 for it. Stop it. Final thoughts is don't commit the crime. Epe, you want to come on here? Because I got 10 minutes. I would love to hear your opinion. Is I got 10 minutes. I might as well bring you on for the last 10 minutes. Fa,
Oh,
we've been on here. We got 10 minutes though.
talk
Um,
to me.
this lady is getting backlash. Because she is pressing charges, or she filed charges against a third grader who stole her Hello Kitty doll that's worth $300. Is she wrong?
I, say it one more time. I was in bad service.
Teacher faces backlash for filing charges against a third grade student who stole her Hello Kitty doll. The doll was worth $300. Is she wrong?
Is the teacher wrong for filing charges?
Yes.
Wrong. Wrong in the sense of what? Like
Uh,
legally wrong
is
or
she
morally?
is she wrong for filing these charges against a third grader?
uh, I don't know. I got to sometimes I
No.
want to get a benefit of the doubt that the child might be just a fucking out of control child, and
Right.
and the
I
teacher is
backstory.
just like, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know the backstory on like the child's history. I don't even really know her story because there's a comment
Right.
on this story that says y'all are still getting this story incorrect. The toy was given to her by a third grade student several years ago. She currently teaches 12th grade seniors. One of the seniors took it. She was very right to file a law. Doesn't matter if the toy. It doesn't matter if it's a toy. Don't take things that don't belong to you. Today, toy. Tomorrow, it's a phone, laptop, purse, etc. Respect people's property. Period.
Well,
Period.
I don't think that you should be filing a stolen report on a child, on a not a child, but a third
Third
grader.
grade.
Now, it sounds like it transferred through a lot of different hands. So she wasn't the initial one who stole it. Sounds like she got what we call RSP, receiving stolen property. So she just obtained something that happened to be stolen. Or did she take it directly?
The child.
Sound like the child obtained of something that was stolen, not that she stole it herself.
No, the child allegedly stole her Hello Kitty, which is worth $300. Nope.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
I
hold on.
think,
Let me show you. Can you see?
huh?
Can you see it?
Oh, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, that's the box. There's no Hello Kitty in it, but
Oh, wow.
that's what would have been in the box. That Hello Kitty.
Let me ask you this: because it's like I have a problem and I don't have a problem. I need that's why I say I have more. I got more questions. I don't got a pro. You know what I want? I would wish the first step was where's the parent? Where's the
Yeah.
parents? And if the parents is ignorant motherfuckers that act like they don't care, or they don't understand the severity of their child stealing, then yeah, then prosecute them. I mean, then file charges. Like, but I would think it should start with the parent coming up there apologizing, you know what I mean, profusely about their actions of their child and rectifying it by, paying for it or replacing it or doing whatever, and then disciplining the child. That's how it
Yeah.
should be handled. Now, if that ain't how it was handled, then yeah, fuck them. And that's like you're saying. You need to charge the parents. Fuck that.
She never got the doll back. She doesn't have the doll either. It was never given back.
Yeah, the problem. How do you know that the girl was? Oh, how do you know that she stole it?
That was my question because I was like, well, I need a little more details because how do you know if you come to me as a parent and my child stole something, you got to provide me with some receipts. Say,
Yeah, for
you
sure.
can't just say my child stole something. I need, how do you know that? You know what I'm saying? So that part is a little sketchy to me because I'm like,
And that's the part where
go ahead.
that's the part where it's extremely vital that and it's difficult. I'm telling you, it's difficult because I be like trying to find the best way to do it, and it's a way to get your kids to not lie to you. Not easy to do. You know what I mean? Because a lot of kids lie. They parents, they lie because they're afraid. They lie for various reasons. You know what I'm saying? But that's one of them things where if that happened to me, I would say, "Did you take that thing?" And then my daughter said no. Probably would kind of keep drilling her a little bit to try to see if her answer changes. But if she's adamant, then that parent will have to provide. I mean, not parent, that teacher will have to provide something. Like you ain't gonna just say my child took it, and that I mean, but I'm assuming that teacher ain't that stupid. I'm assuming that if they are. accusing your child, then they have something to support why they're accusing that child.
Yeah. And I'm looking. I'm like, well, I need more details to this story because it's not making. Because again, how do you know that the child stole your damn
Right.
Hello? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you went to the internet, so I'm hoping you got some proof because
Yeah,
you made
because
serious accusations on the internet,
I agree.
and
And
you sued too,
it sure is. It
right?
sure is. I'm
Because
glad that we at a point where we asking more questions before we just assume. I remember there was a time that we just believe whatever somebody said on it. Like, you know
no,
what I mean?
no, no, no.
Now we asking more questions to get more details. Like, hold on, we need more information.
No, 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 because this was definitely not, I'm like, I need more. There, there's missing pieces to this. This isn't adding up. You know what I'm saying? How do you know that this child stole your Hello Kitty doll? Do you got cameras? Are there cameras in the school? You know what I'm saying? Run back the tape. You know what I'm saying? Showing that the kid stole your thing. I mean, they can't show it because it's
But it
hit.
do get it gets a it's so funny that the conversation we had yesterday stemmed to me coming out with a whole plan, legislative plan on how we can start charging these parents. I done wrote it down and
I
everything.
was gonna say that. I said that earlier. I said if Hefe was on here, he would say charge the parents. Hold on, Hefe. Let me because we got more folks coming on. Teacher faces backlash for filing charges against a third grade student who stole her Hello Kitty doll that's worth $300. Is she wrong? But there is a plot twist to this. Somebody is saying that it wasn't actually a third grader. Somebody's saying that it was a senior at a high school that stole her Hello Kitty doll, and that the doll was given to her by a third grader like several years ago. But anyway, the doll is stolen and she has filed a lawsuit. So I say she's right. I'm with you. Your kids steal, you need to be held accountable.
Well, first of all, let's be clear. Let's be clear. And I think it's safe to say this, and but I want people to use the right terminology. A third grader, and I know specifically in DC, cannot be charged with a crime. Okay, let's start with that.
Mhm.
So it's certain things that you can't charge. You can't charge a child that's under the age of, I think in DC is eight, either 8 or 7. They can't be charged with a crime. Okay, so this whole who is she suing? She's suing that child's parents, not the third grader, because
No,
you can't
right,
sue a third grader.
right.
Okay, I mean we got to understand that these headlines are meant to try to confuse you. Like you can't sue a third grader.
Well, no,
Okay, it's impossible.
I think the other story was the lawsuit was against the 12th grader, the senior. She filed a lawsuit against them because there's two. This story is conflicting because one
Wow.
one is third grader and then the other party saying it was a senior from high school.
Yeah, that's all over the place.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, this story is a little confusing because I'm like, is it a third grader or is it a high school senior? So, um, again, I don't. What up, 1985? I don't really care what age you are. I say you don't touch things that don't belong to you. When I was a third grader, I never thought, and I could be wrong, but I never thought about stealing or taking things from people. But that's just me, you know.
I don't think children should be charged. I think once you're, I think you can't be charged until you become a certain age. You become a certain age. So yeah, they need to be reprimanded, but not charged criminally. Like, come on, man. We're going a little bit too far now.
So you say, oh, so you think, so she is wrong in your case, then, in your eyes, she's
No,
wrong.
she's not wrong. She's not. First of all, I don't believe this is the headline is true. Let me start
Okay.
with that. I don't believe she actually is charging she don't. Let's be clear. And I don't want to sound anal, but people don't charge people with anything. The state charges someone with something, right? And the state is not going to charge a third grader. I mean, I'm almost certain. Unless this is like a 13-year-old third grader, like I'm assuming a third grader is what, like 7 or 8?
Yeah, about 7, 8. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's in most states you
Is it?
cannot charge. I don't know. I don't know if I'm trying to figure out. I don't know how they are. Don't you start school at 5?
They do four. I think 4 or 5. What is the age? My parents out there. What is the age for a third grader? What is it? What's the age range? Because I'm confused. I don't have kids, so I don't know. Mama says she's pressing charges, not a lawsuit. One says pressing charges, and the senior, the one with the senior story, is saying lawsuit. So, Mama said 9 is the age for third grade.
9.
8 or 9.
Yeah, that's too. That's they can be charged with like some juvenile level type stuff, but certain times you just can't be charged with. But nonetheless, no, man, that's ridiculous. I don't want to say the parent is wrong. I mean, the teacher is wrong because I don't think she don't have. I don't think she has the authority. That's that she don't have the authority to charge or don't charge. So it's not a matter of her wrong. She's only exercising what the state in which she lives in allows her to do.
No,
She's not charging the third grader. The state is.
well, she's filing charges against the third grader.
Right. But listen, filing charges just means you go up to a police department and you tell them what happened. The police actually are the ones that actually decide if charges are going to be put or not.
I got.
You can't just come up to me and be like, yeah, I want to file charges against this 2-year-old. And the police are just going to do it. They're going to be like, no, we can't do that. You see them? So you have to meet certain criteria for them to even put it on paper.
Well, I don't know what state she's in. But you're right, different states. Because Georgia, I think, because you said DC is what age, and I think Georgia is 30.
I think BC is 8.
Oh, I see. I think Georgia's 30, but I could be wrong. 1985 said depends on the month you're born. Okay, but third grade it's 8, depending on your birthday. Baby Brock said, "FA, do you think it's criminal to subject our teenage boys to the torture of having to be taught by her fine self every day, or is it just me?" I don't think I'm paying attention to it.
Yeah, I used to have some fine teachers when I was growing up too. So shit. At least I thought they was fine. Shit, when you young, almost everybody fine when they grown.
Right, right, right. I mean, that's it. Today, I have today a toy. Okay, today a toy. Tomorrow a purse. Then a car. Then what?
Well, no, I don't necessarily see 1 plus 1 don't always equal 2 when you're dealing with children. So I think anything with a child, I think that how they're being raised, you can take away that 1 plus 1 equal 2. Like, yeah, but I think when you're a certain age, nothing can be really measured for any type of prediction of long term type of thing. Like you got children that are really good when they're young and become fucked up later. You got children that are really bad when they're young that come fucked. So it just to me, when you under the age of 8, it's too early to tell. I think you can start telling around age 12 and 13.
But
That's when
you know not to be stealing from your teacher at 8 years old. Come on.
no, you know that, but you don't understand the severity of your actions at 8. You really don't. You don't understand the severity. Life is
I
still somewhat of a
school I was gonna get my ass whooped when I got home,
yeah,
and
but you don't know you can be charged criminally and be maybe placed in jail. Like that level of
me
thinking.
knowing that I was going to get an ass whoop stopped me from doing bad stuff. No, I don't want that. I'm good.
So I'm
That,
not disagreeing that the child not gonna don't know right from wrong. I'm saying they don't know the severity of their actions. Not that they think it's okay to do it. They just don't understand that again, it's ages matter. Is it not fair? We don't charge 13-year-olds. We charge juveniles as juveniles, right? Not adults, right?
hmm No,
So
some
it's
some juveniles get charged as adults depending on the crime.
under very special cases, and you still have to be a certain age. So it's not, in DC, it's called Title 16, and
Mm.
you have to be at least 16 to be charged as an adult. So if you kill somebody at 13, it don't matter what you did. You can't be charged as an adult at 13.
I
You
mean,
understand?
no, I completely get what you're saying, but again, I didn't do things in my life because I had that fear at home. I don't know what these parents are teaching their kids, but
Also, yeah.
at 8 years old, it was not right to steal people. I knew that.
It sounds like you're aligned with me. When it sounds like you're more focused about what they charging the parents. That's what it sounds like to me. You sound like you with me.
Yeah.
These parents need to be charged because these parents need are the ones that are not doing their job when they producing these fucked up kids.
Well, I don't believe in the baby mama culture thing, but yes, the parent absolutely,
Yeah, yeah.
because
Okay.
I think if more parents are held accountable for their, maybe then they would keep their kids on a leash. I mean, no respect.
But even if they're baby mothers, right?
I'm talking about everybody, baby mamas, baby
No, I'm saying
daddies,
if the
every.
daddy is not. I'm talking about the women that father's not around or not involved or hell don't even, or the baby mother don't even know who the father is.
So I don't know, because what do you do with a woman that got 15 kids? How is she controlling 15 kids?
He need
And
to
I'm
go
not,
to jail.
I'm
He,
not making
he
it for her. You
need to
said
go to
she,
jail.
because she got 15 kids.
Yeah, I think it should be a crime when you continuously have children that you can't take care of.
Okay,
I
you
think
said
that
the
should be a crime.
because I was ready to
I'm
say
about to
Nick
know.
got kids, 12 of them, and Apple got how many?
You know,
11. FA.
say that again.
I said, Nick Cannon got about 12 of them, but he can take
No,
care
but
of them.
he real. But he can take care of them
Right.
though.
What up, Lizzie? So I
I'm
get
talking
what you're
about when you can't take care of them. When you financially can't take care of them, and then when your children are committing heinous acts, you're using the excuse of "I got 15 kids. I can't take care of all these kids."
right. But what if that mom is out there busting her ass, doing her best, she's working
I don't
20?
care. I don't care. I don't care about the best you can do. You shouldn't keep having these kids. I don't listen. I don't care about what you got going on. Stop having kids. Is that too much to ask? And one don't equal the other. You can have sex and not have children. I didn't say don't have sex. I said stop having kids that you can't take care of. That the best that you can do is not good enough. You know the best that you can do is doesn't matter if it's not good enough.
Yeah, but I'm with my mom when she says you can't put everything all on parents. But
Yeah.
if you're, I'm with you. If your child shows a repetition of this type of whatever behavior, then yes, I think you should be put on the hook for it. Or if they commit crimes, massive crimes like school shootings and things like that, yeah, you should be held accountable as a parent. Ever.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you.
Oh, okay.
I think that I never said all. See, that's that to me. That's that people want to. Never said you got to put everything on the parent. I never said that, so I don't know why they get that from. I care about. I said depending on the circumstances, and in most cases, the majority of it is yeah. I'm gonna put it on the parent.
So if a child steals, it should be on the parent. I'm in agreement with you on this.
Depending on so the system that I laid out was for more of a progressive progressive level of discipline.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, not like throw the parents in jail from the first offense. I say like the first offense, if it's minor, then a fine. You know what I mean? $500 fine, something like that. We gotta stop making the parents feel the pain that the community feels when their children are out here terrorizing everybody. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Maybe
And let me just tell you this. Let me just tell you this. You can be a good parent and just got one of them children that just won't do right. I didn't say we're
yes,
gonna penalize. I'm not
yes.
saying we're gonna penalize that parent. But you know the difference is that parent will be able to prove that they are actually trying. So they will be able to provide documents, teacher parent conferences. They going to speak to the guidance counselor at the school. They going up there doing different. They got documents. They got papers going to the doctor because they went to. They maybe got a psychological evaluation of their child because they can't figure out why they can't do right. They done see. They done did the actual work. They done signed them up for after school a mentor program, whatever. Like you know what I mean. But you can prove. that you've actually been doing things to really try to raise your child. You just saying I did the best I can is not going to be good enough. I don't care. I need to see some type of tangible evidence that you've actually been trying.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. And the parents that is really trying, then no, those parents will never be charged in any way. I'm talking about
No.
these parents that are not doing what the fuck they supposed to do. They
Yeah.
don't go to school. They are fucking terrorists. They just worse. Like, listen, they're terrorizing. The teachers are scared of the fucking student. Like, why
Yeah.
would your teacher be afraid of your child? This is your child, and you're raising him to inflict fear in these adults. That's why I say beat the shit out them kids. That's why when I see them teachers beat the shit, man, listen, you act like a fucking adult, I'm gonna treat you like an adult. I don't care if she a girl or not. If she a girl and you a man, punch her like she a man. Knock her fucking head off her shoulders. Maybe she'll learn. Maybe she'll learn because that little girl's gonna grow up thinking she can do that to men. She
Yeah.
need to be reprimanded. She needs to be. You would my 10-year-old daughter talk greasy to a grown ass man and put their hand and you put your hands on that man. Listen, you should be. Them teachers should be able to beat them kids, in my opinion. I'm
They
talking about
used
if them kids
wait.
put them hands on them kids should be able to defend themselves like they do everybody else.
They used to back in the day be able to whoop this.
Man,
That's
fuck.
probably
I ain't
what they
talking
held it.
about whoop. I'm talking about assault.
Oh
Let me
God.
use that. Them teachers should be able to assault those kids
Now
when
you
they're
know
being assaulted.
them
Listen,
parents is
I
not
promise
gonna
you this. I'm 36 years old. If a 16-year-old boy put his hands on me, I'm gonna hit him like he's 36. And that's on my mother. And that's on my mother. I promise you. I'm gonna hit him as hard as I can, just like I would do it. And hopefully, he'll learn his lesson.
you said F them kids. Hilarious. I'm not messing with you. Baby Rock said 1985 big difference from 1995 fine and 2025 fine. That's the crime when your teacher can double at Magic City. You know what, Baby Rock? I ain't fooling with you today. Brendan said I had a fine teacher at middle school and high school. I love her. No, see, I did have a crush on one of my teachers in middle school. He was an old white professor too. But that's another story for another day. But yeah, I'm with you, FA. Charge these parents. I say
All
charge.
these fucking parents, man, they should be responsible for the product they put in the world, and I can't see nowhere else around it. You should be responsible for what you put out in the world. I think that, you know what I think? It'll make the world a better place because people will think twice, especially women, but people will think twice about uh, having these kids. Like the world should not just have to deal with what you put out there. Like, oh, well, I tried my best. It don't matter that these little fuckers are the worst motherfuckers in the world. I tried my best. I'm be like, I don't care about you trying your best. Everybody else in the world is scared to go outside at night because you're fucking juvenile out here doing all kind of crazy stuff.
You said your kid want to terrorize the neighborhood.
Mm-mm.
Man.
I ain't playing with them. I don't play with them. You
Baby
put your
Barack
hands
said,
on me, I'm.
Baby Barack said, I agree. Kick their little asses when they hit you. If they can fight an adult, they can get beat like one. I agree
That's
with
right.
that. Not producing monsters. And Mama said, FA parents can't even hit their kids. So how teachers gonna do it? Yeah, but parenting. I don't believe in gentle parenting. I'm sorry.
I think it's something to
I do
it.
not believe in gentle parenting. I believe gentle parenting is what is messing up these kids right now, which is why that baby probably thought it was okay to steal that Hello Kitty. Cause all he gonna do is go to the corner. Mommy, go to the corner. Nah, we didn't get no corner. Go get that belt. Go get that switch. Anyway, I
One
think
of
I
these shows, I want to lay out my legislation. I want to see if y'all agree with it or not.
what's that?
I got a remedy for baby mother culture.
Oh my
I think
God,
it's
Yo,
no.
fair.
say it. Tell
I
us
think I
now.
have a
Don't make
fair.
us wait,
I think I have a fair one. All right, listen. I'm acting like a
please.
politician. And believe it or not, I'm being considerate of all people, not just men. Now,
Today
I
being
think that
considerate? What?
I am. No, I am. So
Okay, let's hear
I
this.
think that we got to address the family court issue from the time of conception. All children that are produced under consensual sex, right? If the woman is not married within the first 12 weeks of her pregnancy, she has to go down to the court, get a form, and pretty much have the father sign that form saying he wants to have that child when they're not married. Well, I do that because now it creates equality, right? Because I believe that a woman has full autonomy over her body, and she can decide if she wants when she wants to have a child, terminate a pregnancy, or decide to go through with a pregnancy. The father should be able to not decide if he wants to be a father or not as well. So if she
There
needs to go,
are fathers
when
that do
hold
that
on,
now. No,
no, because then this father won't be liable for child support. He won't be liable for any way to
you need to let them
financially.
completely off the hook.
It's not about. Do we let women off the hook when they murder their baby?
Oh God. Oh my God. Oh,
I'm saying I'm using those words specifically because I want you to hear the hypocrisy in your statement. I said terminate earlier, but when you didn't have an issue with her being off the hook by her responsibilities, but you got an issue when the man died. So I'm just trying to be equality. So that's first. Secondly, if you have a kid and the father says he don't want it, he won't have any rights over the children, and he won't be financially responsible for the child. The government will assist the mother with the first child that they have with a father that didn't want it. We'll help you, but no other children after that. If you have another child, you on your own. The government is not going to help you take care of all these kids you keep making. They'll help you take care of the first one, but not the second one. Any children that's made under marriage automatically are eligible for child support if the husband wants them or not. You married her, she get pregnant, that's on you. Oh well. Hey, y'all like that?
I
I
don't like.
like that. Well, oh, okay, hold on. Let me offer an amendment though, right?
Okay.
Because now I'm gonna say this. When and I think maybe a lot of dudes end up in this situation when my son's mother was pregnant with him, there was a time where I didn't want to have a kid, especially with her,
Right.
because we weren't together, and I kind of learned some things about her after she got pregnant.
Okay.
So, but of course, she had him, and it was the greatest thing that ever happened to me, right? And so I think a lot of people are afraid in the beginning, but then after it happens, is it makes you better as a man or whatever, right? But now I will say this. What about just in general mandatory birth control until age 25?
No, I didn't agree with that because I believe people should be able to have children when they want. And secondly, your opinion on also respectfully don't really care because I'm looking at I don't care that you felt one way one day and then felt another way another day. I'm treating you like an adult. You doing adult shit. You having children, and I'm gonna treat you like an adult. I mean, you having sex, and I'm gonna treat you like an adult. You got a decision to decide if you want to have this kid or you don't want to have this kid, and whether you regret it or not, that's gonna be something you just gotta live with. There are women determinations that they regret now, right? And they gotta live with that. And you would have to live with if you decided that you didn't want that child and you didn't sign that paper, that you wouldn't really with that child for the rest of your life, and you would just have to live with that. So well, that's a part of life. So that's you're trying to what you're trying to do is prevent possible regret, and I can't create legislation that prevents regret. What I can do is give you fair opportunities to make a decision, and allow you to have to make the choice of which way you want to go.
No, I agree with that because yeah, I mean your way it does offer a true sense of equality
Right.
because what people don't talk about. I had my homegirl's sister went through this, right? So my homegirl's sister, she's a baddie, certified baddie, whatever your qualifications are. She work in the clubs and she do whatever, right? She was messing with this African dude, and he was just kind of like a trick for her, but he had money, and she ended up getting pregnant, not purposely, of course. She ended up getting pregnant. This dude already had two kids and he loves kids. He's a kids kind of guy. She doesn't want to have a kid because she want to stay a baddie. She didn't want to do pregnancy and then have a kid and all that. So this dude begged and begged and begged her to have the child. He was like, "Look, I'll take care of it. I'll do everything, but I want the child. Don't abort the child." She said, basically, "Nigga, fuck you. I don't want a kid. I want to live my life." She aborted it. It crushed him. We don't talk about that side of things where the man actually wants to have the kid and then he gets his kid, for lack of a better term, gets killed, especially when you
We
have a later term abortion. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I think she had to fly to Cali to get it done because she couldn't get it done here. So,
Like 5 months.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So that's not equality because the dude wanted to have the kid and she ultimately made the decision that affected everybody.
so why we let her off the hook? I'm gonna say it in your words. Why we let her off the hook?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I,
read what
I,
your mother said. Your mother said, because you made the choice to sleep with that person. Okay. Well, that woman made the choice to sleep with that man. She made the choice to sleep with that man. And so she should not have. You see why, if you listen to the women long enough, the hypocrisy will come out. And one breath, you say, if the woman wants it, the man, whether he wants it or not, he should be responsible, held responsible, and take care of that kid because he laid down with her. And then, but if the woman don't want it, they don't have that same energy. You don't say, well, that woman should have to have that kid because she laid down with that man. So
He
you
could have
see
took
the
her to court though.
inconsistency,
He could have
huh?
took her to court if he wanted that baby that bad. He could have
No,
took
you
her to court.
can't. No, you
Yes, you
cannot.
can.
Ma, you cannot take nobody to a woman if she wants to have a termination. You can't take
I
a
I
woman to
could.
court to force them to have a baby. No, you can't.
I
That's
swore
illegal.
I saw something like
No,
that.
Ma, you wrong. No, I promise you, you're 1,000% wrong. If a woman
I'll
doesn't,
Google.
a woman
I'll
doesn't
Google
want
it
to have a
after.
baby, no one else can make her have a baby. But you could just
I,
hear the
I'll
but you
Google
can
it
hear the
after.
hypocrisy. Yeah, do that. But you just hear the hypocrisy in the women. And this, I'm being honest with you. And this is one of the reasons why a lot of men, not just myself, not me per se, but a lot of men don't take women seriously because they don't have the ability to remain consistent. They only manage to have a moral compass when it benefits them. But when it don't benefit them, then it's like, oh no, he should have thought about that. Well, why shouldn't she have thought about that?
I
But
mean, you both
when
should
she
have thought
laid
about
down
it
with him.
because it takes two to make a baby, and your sperm is the one that carries the baby. So if you want to keep
Oh,
it
should
a
she be forced? So
you
shouldn't she
want to
be
keep it
forced
a
to have
bean,
a
we
kid?
can't make babies.
or what
Y'all are the
about
baby
this?
makers.
What about this? What if the man agrees to fully adopt the child? And
Should the,
she would have no
right.
parental
Should we force her to
responsibility.
have that
Was that
kid?
an
Should
option?
Should
she
we
have to
force
have it?
should she be forced to have that kid against her will?
I
Yes or no,
if that is
mom?
if that is an
He
option,
said, "Mom."
if we get the paperwork together, if that's an option, she should have the kid. Give it
No,
to
no,
him.
no. Listen, we're asking your opinion as a woman that we're creating legislation. Legislation is not opinion based. It's going to
I'm
be letter
sorry.
to the law. If a
I'm
father wants
it's
a
hold on,
child and
Efe.
the
Hold
mom
on, Efe.
doesn't,
You're asking for
okay,
my
go ahead.
opinion. Let me answer it. If
Okay,
you're
go ahead.
asking for my opinion about the situation, would I do a situation that you're asking for my opinion? If
No, I'm
I
asking
was in,
about the law.
I don't know nothing
No,
about
I'm
the law.
asking about the. No, I'm asking your opinion about a law that we're creating. Should we create a law because we believe in fairness? Should we create a law that forces women to have children when they don't want them,
Absolutely,
because the father
absolute,
wants them?
absolutely,
Oh, okay,
absolutely,
you pro-life then. You say you pro-life. You're not
absolutely,
pro-choice.
absolutely,
Okay, that's well. You know what? Thank you, Didi, for being consistent. Thank you. My goodness. At least
absolutely.
at least you're consistent. I guarantee you, your mama and every
Oh,
most women on here are
she
not going
said
to be okay with that.
Hefe parents. What she say? Hefe parents can't. Oh, I read that already. Epic got. Oh my god. Epic got not wanting to be a parent trauma. Get some therapy because you made the choice to sleep with the person. Prevent regrets, wrap it up, problem solve. Mama said if he wants the baby, he should have the rights as well. Exactly. If he
So
wants the
no, no,
baby,
no,
why
no,
should y'all
no, no,
not
no,
have
no.
rights?
So she shouldn't be able to terminate the baby then. That's what y'all
You should,
saying.
you should have rights as well.
Okay,
You are the parent.
so are you saying yes? Are you
Yes,
saying
you
yes?
guys are. We if we procreate together, we're going to have on a baby. It should be equal. No,
So no, no. So when she's 3 months pregnant and she says, "I want to have an abortion," you're saying a woman should not have the right to be able to have an abortion when the father wants to have the child. I want to make sure I'm hearing you correctly, right?
no. A mother should not make that decision without the father. Absolutely
No,
not.
no, I don't. I don't care, but you're still saying she gets to make the decision.
No, I'm saying both
Yeah.
of them should make that decision.
Okay, but how can they both make? They both can't make the. Okay, she wants
No,
to have it. He don't. He want to have. She don't want. He don't want to have it. She does want to have it. Which way do we go?
I'm agreeing with you, Fa. Listen to what
Oh,
I'm
okay.
agreeing with what you're saying. You guys should have that right as well.
Okay. Okay. So cool. So we should be able to force women to have the child. I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm not actually okay with that, but I think that that's closer to truth.
Why are you now not okay with it?
No, I'm okay with. I'm saying that that would be actual equality. I don't actually
It
believe
should.
that.
Somebody, you need to bring it up into legislation. It needs to be because it should. It should be
I would
something.
rather.
It should be something. If a father does want to keep the child, then that woman should have to go through with the pregnancy. And if you don't want the child at the end of the pregnancy and you give birth, sign over your rights to the man.
No, 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 no. You didn't want the child from the beginning of the pregnancy, not at
Right.
the end. The beginning. Oh, okay.
Right. I'm saying sign over your rights at the end of the pregnancy. Once the pregnancy, once you
Oh,
actually,
okay. Good.
yes, sign your
Right,
rights.
right.
Yeah.
But most women would disagree with that, and honestly, I wouldn't go that way. I would rather a woman be able to have full autonomy over her body, and the man just don't have to be financially responsible for the kid. That
I mean,
way, the woman
that is
is
not.
not forced to have a termination, and she's not forced to have a termination, and the man is not forced to be financially responsible for the kid. I kind of like that option better than making
Yeah, I
women
like
have
that.
children, making women have children that they don't want. I kind of think that
But
that's a
well, the
little,
only thing though that I think of is like, and see, this is when you get a little deeper into it. Is we talking about the
well,
rights of the man and the woman, but we not talking about the
should not.
rights of the
Okay.
child. The child, it like once that because once the child is conceived, it's an independent life that has
Yeah,
an interest in survival. So
yeah.
at what point does the child get some rights? You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I think in these situations,
The
like I
birth.
say, your like put it this way, if neither one of y'all want to have it and then put it up for adoption or something. Give it a chance at life, right? But at the same time, if the if you're in a situation where the man wants to have it and the woman doesn't want to have it, then like, yeah, man, I mean, at the end of the day, the child deserves a chance if the man is willing to fully adopt it and raise it on his side of the family. Why can't you just go through with the birth and then you wipe your hands clean?
A
Yeah.
lot of women are not going to agree with that.
Actually,
And look, but look,
Mama is agreeing with you, Fa. She
I
said a
think that
father.
law.
Go ahead, Nice. Go ahead,
Oh
Queen.
no, I was saying I think that law is a little harsh, but it would only be harsh in the beginning. As years
It'll
go
prevent,
by,
yeah, it'll
you'll
prevent it.
notice,
Yeah,
yeah, as years go by, you'll notice
absolutely.
less and less out of wedlock babies because
That's a very
so
true.
many people will be getting fucked up over it. And that's
Yeah.
like the only way to really enforce stuff is you gotta kind of have a harsh law that people get fucked up with over the first few years. And then after a while, you'll notice a decrease in the numbers.
Well,
I agree with that.
I don't know.
I agree with that.
I don't know if I like that second. I like the first option. Because I don't like the second option. I say
Why you don't like the second option?
because it puts all of the burden on the mom. If
How does it put the burden on the mom?
because the father is she's signing off that he no longer has rights. He doesn't financially have to support the kid.
No, she's not signing off. He's signing off. But go ahead.
He's signing
Yeah.
off, right?
Yeah.
But
He's
that's what I'm saying.
his right.
But why is that not equality? Because she has the ability to do the exact same thing if he wants the child and she doesn't.
Yeah,
So
how many
that's
how
the
many
only
women
way
do that
to
though?
create
How many women do that?
equality,
How many women
huh?
do that? How many
How
women
many
do that?
women do what?
Sign over their
Do
rights.
Let me tell you something.
They
Since
would
Roe
if
v.
they.
Wade, just in the black community alone, there's been over, I think the number is like 750,000 abortions. You know what I'm saying? So it's happening a lot. Like a lot of people don't want kids, but they fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a double-edged sword. So what I'm saying is, in order for to have a situation that one gives equality to both parties and two gives the child the best chance at life, is to do that, is to create that level of equality. Because
I like the second option better, where you guys actually have the
the
rights.
first the first option you meant.
The second option where you guys have rights. If the woman doesn't want the baby, she does have to carry the baby to term. You get the rights of the baby, and she has to pay you child support and everything else. Like if she was the man. You see what I'm saying? I like that
I
option
just
better.
I
I'll
just
even
don't
go
I don't
further as
think
to
that
say
we
you ain't even
can do
gotta
that.
pay child support.
But the reason why I don't
If you
like that
don't
is
want to
because the
be a
woman.
you only should have to pay child support if you want to be a part of the child's life in some way. If you as the woman don't want anything to do with the
Then it's
child and
the
never
same
want to
thing,
see it, then you ain't
right?
got to pay nothing. Just sign it off. I'll adopt it. Go your own way.
Actually shocked by your position. I think it's uh DD. I actually think it's although I disagree with you, I think it's refreshing to hear a
Oh,
woman because I very rarely hear women have the position you're holding. You know, most women kind of believe in having full autonomy over their body and
yeah.
not being able to be forced to have to do something with their body. So it's good to I'm not gonna- it's good to hear a woman have an opposite position because usually that's the position men say. You know, the whole why do men feel like they got the right to tell women what to do with their body? Well, it's good to hear a woman telling a woman what she got to do with her body. You know what I mean? Like it's just. I mean, although I disagree, I kind of lean more towards.
Whatever.
Actually, in this particular case, I kind of lean more towards a woman having the right to be able to Sixth Street. Uh Sixth Street. It's on Sixth Street. It's by six. It's by the Safeway. But anyways, nigga, that is Sixth Street. You're right, man. All right, fuck you. Anyway, so
Your
look,
mom
uh,
agrees with you, FA. She said the father should be able to have rights if he wants uh to have the baby.
no, I know, right. That's fine. It's not about having rights. Well, everybody know that the father got rights. We want to know: should the mother be forced to have a baby that she doesn't want? That's what the question is. Not if you're gonna have rights or not.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, but like I said, you ask, should the mother be forced to have a baby she doesn't want? And then I could ask, should the father be forced to deal with the bereavement of a child being murdered that he does want?
Yes, that's my position. Yes, I do because I believe that I think you said it correct accurately when you said it's a double-edged sword. So either way we go, it will be a level of casualty to it, right? Now I'm trying to legislate the one that I kind of believe is more equitable and maybe have a lesser degree of casualty. Both of them gonna have some level of difficulty to it, right? But I do kind of lean towards women not being forced to be told to something to do with their body. Like I couldn't feel comfortable saying as a woman, you have no choice. You have to allow this thing to grow in you. You know, alter, like do all these physical changes to your body and so on and so forth. And put you through that level of possible mental anguish and all that type of stuff. And I'm gonna force you to do it. That's dangerous when we start making people forcing them to do something with their body. I think is would
But
rather.
let me ask you a question though.
Yeah,
At a certain level, who's more important and who deserves more consideration, the mother or the child?
the mother always. I don't think a child should. I don't think the unborn child should have more consideration than the born mother. So I can give you for an example. let's say my now wife, wow, just that's crazy. My now wife
Wait
just
a
had a
minute. When'd
kid.
you get married, sir?
And say I got married Saturday. We'll talk about it later. So listen,
Oh,
Oh,
congratulations, bro.
I know. I'm talking about shout out to me. So look,
congratulations.
my daughter just had my wife just had my daughter at the
Hmm.
time of birth. If the doctor said, "Hey, listen, we're dealing with some complications. Your wife's heart rate is extremely low. She's going through too much stress or whatever during this pregnancy. If she goes forward with this pregnancy, is a 60% chance that she, or 80% chance that she's going, or even 60, the chance that she's going to pass away. Guess what? My wife is going to live and that baby's going to have to be terminated. 100%. So to answer your question, what life should be, have more consideration? The mother, in my opinion, should always have more consideration than the unborn child. Always.
You know what's crazy? I mean, I get it, but I guess everybody's different because in any scenario with me, if I had to choose between my life or my son's life, I would choose my son's life.
Wow.
Well, you don't have a choice. What I'm telling you is you don't have a choice. You asked me you didn't ask her what her choice would be. You asked me what my choice would be. That you're asking about if you would sacrifice your own life for your son. Then the equivalent to that would be, would she be willing to go forward with the pregnancy, even though it may cost her life? Right now, if she decided that's what she want to do, then that would be her choice. But I'm saying, meaning because I don't have a baby, and then I'm not the one pregnant. I'm creating legislation for people, for women who have babies and I don't, then I am always going to consider the mother more than the child before the child is born. I don't think I don't think unborn children should have more rights than somebody that's already living.
So are we basically then saying that children or fetuses, whatever you want to
Unborn
refer to it
children,
as,
yeah, unborn.
they don't have rights until they're born?
No, they don't. No. They have some rights. It's just they don't have all rights. They have some rights. I don't believe you
But
should
if
be
you
able
don't
to
have the
abort. I
right
don't
to
believe you.
live, what other rights would matter?
A lot of other rights. When you live, you don't have a right. You know, we have a death penalty in this country. So don't we have penalties of death? What are you talking about? We
Yeah,
don't
but you
care.
got penalties of death for somebody that already had a chance at life.
And what I'm
What
saying
I'm
is, your life is costing someone else's. How are you leveraging the one life more than the other? What I'm saying, how are you making the argument that a person that's unborn should have more right to life than the person that's already alive?
Well,
See,
but
I don't
that's what
get
I'm
it. But
saying. But what do you consider alive? Because it's not, is the
It's
child
not
not
alive.
alive?
No, I'm talking about,
If a woman is 6 months pregnant, is that child
yeah.
not alive?
Yeah, so I don't think you should be able to terminate a 6-month-year-old baby. But what I am telling, the scenario we were talking about is, if the baby, if we're in a situation where one is going to die, and it's either the mother or the baby, I'm telling you the baby is the one that needs to be terminated, opposed to the mother. That's my position.
But in that case, we would have to be able to prove that the mother's
No,
life is at risk by
No,
having
that
a
we
child.
created we created the scenario that was the actual case, right? I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
saying
yeah.
like a person just saying that. I'm saying literally that is the case. The woman's heart rate dropping, whatever. She going to
Yeah,
die if
yeah.
she go through. Then yeah, no, the child. But I agree with you. Yeah, the child is alive at 6 and 7 months, and the mother can't agree. A mother can't decide to terminate a kid at 7 months just because she don't want it, anymore. No, that child is alive, and I will consider that murder.
So if we in this situation, like in the case of the mother having to carry the baby to term, if the father agrees to adopt it, right?
Right.
If
Which I
if
disagree with, but we'll go ahead.
right, and
Right.
I'm saying, and look, I'm not saying I got the perfect answer. I'm just throwing out hypotheticals,
Right.
right? So if we got a situation like that, if the mother's life is not in danger, if she's able to carry to term and she's healthy and she's doing prenatal care and all of that, why wouldn't she? What's to stop her from just carrying the term? Why would we give her the option to go to bail out if the father agrees to adopt it? Because, like I said, on the other side, she can decide to abort the baby.
Who gave her that option though?
Well, we always give the reason why she got that right is because we always give people the right to make bad decisions. So in the district, hold on, fool. In the District of Columbia, we got a large amount of people that sleep on that are on the street that have mental health issues. You know, one of the reasons, you know, why we can't help them. You get to a point where what you're saying is, and which I sometimes agree, we should be forced. We should have the authority to force them to take the medication to get better, but we don't. We can't force adults to take medication, even if it's to the benefit of them. So everybody has a right to make decisions over their body, even if it's detrimental to themselves. See what I'm saying? And that's the freedom that we give all people. And that extends to mothers that don't want to have a child. We got the right. They have the right to do what they want with their own body, even if it wouldn't hurt them or does hurt them, they got the right to make that decision. And I think that's a slippery slope when we take that away from people. Although I can think of instances where it would be beneficial. I do think that we should make mentally ill people take medication. I think that should be something we should be able to force, but we can't force people to take medication.
I see
Yeah.
that point. I see that point.
Let's do some final thoughts, y'all, because yeah, I'm way over. Who wanna go first?
Um,
Oh yeah, go ahead.
no, I just think again, I think that I know we got a little sidetrack. I don't think ultimately children shouldn't be charged with crimes. I have settled in my position that I believe we should start reprimanding parents. I believe. I think it should be a continuum, right? I don't think you should just be locking up parents because they child did one little thing. I think it needs to be done within reason. But I definitely believe we need to start holding parents more like not more accountable, but accountable completely for the product that they put out into the world. That's it.
Thank you, FA. Clean, clean, 1985.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I think since I became a parent, and you man, you'd be surprised how many people like how many parents in my son's class that you never even see. Like they never come to the workshops, they never come to the PTAs, they never come to field day. And it's just like, dang, like you got this whole kid and you not even involved. You know what I'm saying? So if that kid turned out to be a bad seed, I mean, you are responsible for that product. Now, a lot of people, they do kind of what Hefe was talking about, where they have more kids than they can actually handle in a situation. And then so the kids just get neglected by default because they just don't have the bandwidth to be a good parent to all of them. And they don't have the income, or they don't have the time, or like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom worked two jobs, three jobs all the time. I was by myself all the time. Now, luckily, I wasn't wilding. Um, but another kid with a different personality would be. And then it's like, well, do you hold her accountable? She was just trying to provide. She was working all these jobs. Like, what else was the other option? Homelessness, whatever. So I think parents should be held liable. I think there is a such thing as having a child and doing all the right things, and they still just turn out to be a porn star or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that does exist. Um, so, I mean, at the end of the day, man, I think the liability should, for a grown up, well, I mean, for a kid that's like third grade, fourth grade level, I do think the parent has to be held accountable. Like, it's just the truth, man. Like at that age, you can still yoke your son up or yoke your daughter up. You know what I'm saying? Like you can still be like, "Hey, sit your fuck down, you can, now when they 16 and they got muscles and tattoos, and now it's hard to do all that. But yeah, at that age, you still should be held liable, man. Like you say, you putting a product out into the world, you don't want to make the world a worse place. You want to make it a better place. And not only just the world, but even your own community. You don't want to have put bad kids into the community that you've been living in for the past 20 years.
Right.
And now they getting into fights, robbing stores, doing whatever. So yeah, man, we got enough of us in jail and all that. So yeah, I'll say hold the parents accountable, man.
Mama said not in certain states they don't have rights. She's talking about the women. And here in Georgia, if you live in Georgia, then you know, because there was a woman that just recently passed away over some complications because of these abortion changing Roe versus Wade laws. So, final thoughts are don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Dream picks, it was third graders, 8, 9. I'm in and out of chat. uh what are we were talking about teacher catching backlash for pressing charges on the third grader for stealing her $300 Hello Kitty doll. But that's it. Make sure you guys check out the new video I got with Brandy and Monica up, please, and thank you. I have hateration coming from all levels. We'll talk about that another day, but anyway, make sure you check it out. Discussions with Dee Dee Parker, pre-recorded on YouTube, right? Well, it won't be right now, but it'll get up on YouTube. So if you are not already subscribed, like, subscribe, follow YouTube. Thank you, Clean Clean, aka 1985. We'll do it tomorrow. I'll be on here tomorrow. See y'all later. Bye.